Climate proofing your investment. What buyers need to know. In 2025, climate change has become a central concern in real estate investment decisions.
That's right.
Recent studies project that climate-related disasters could lead to approximately 19,000 home foreclosures in the U.S. this year, amounting to $1.2 billion in losses.
Oh, no.
Looking ahead, these figures could escalate to 84,000 foreclosures and $5 billion in losses by 2035. These risks are not confined to coastal regions.
Really?
States like Missouri and Kentucky have experienced devastating tornadoes, highlighting that climate-related threats are widespread and multifaceted. The increasing frequency and severity of such events underscore the urgency for investors to consider climate risk as a critical factor in property valuation and investment strategy.
Nice.
Climate risk in Las Vegas and Henderson, Nevada, a real estate perspective. Las Vegas and Henderson, located in the arid landscape of southern Nevada, faces unique climate changes that directly influences its real estate market. Understanding these risks is crucial for making informed investment decisions.
That's right.
First, prolonged drought conditions. Las Vegas and Henderson had experienced significant drought condition over the past 2 decades.
Oh, no.
Data indicates that since 2000, the Las Vegas wash watershed, encompassing Las Vegas and Henderson, has been in some level of drought for 80% of the week, and 15% of those weeks classify as extreme or exceptional drought.
What?
These persistent droughts strain water resources, potentially impacting property values and development prospects.
Oh, no.
Second, escalating heat risk. The region is witnessing a rise in extreme heat events. Projecting suggests that by 2050, residents in Nevada could experience approximately 40 days annually with temperature considered extremely hot for their specific locations.
What?
Such conditions not only affects the livability of homes, but also increase cooling costs and constrain infrastructure. Third, water scarcity concerns. The Colorado River and Lake Mead, critical water source for Las Vegas and Henderson, are under stress due to prolonged droughts and increased demand. Lake Mead water levels have dropped to about 39% of its capacity.
What?
Raising concern about long-term water availability for residential and commercial use. Fourth, community response and sustainability initiatives. Recognizing these challenges, the city of Las Vegas and Henderson has developed a sustainability and climate action plan.
Nice.
A survey revealed that nearly 80% of residents believe it's important for the city to address climate change, and 76% identifying drought and extreme heat as a top hazard impacting the area. The plan outlines strategies for water conservation, energy efficiency, and infrastructure resilience to mitigate climate risk. Investors should consider these climate factors when evaluating property in Las Vegas and Nevada. Property with sustainable features such as drought-resistant landscaping, energy-efficient system, and robust cooling infrastructure are likely to be more resilient and attractive to buyers.
Nice.
Additionally, staying informed about local climate policies and community initiatives can provide insights into future developments and potential initiatives for sustainable investments.
All right.
By understanding and addressing the specific climate risk in Las Vegas and Henderson, investors can make strategic decisions that not only protect their assets, but also contribute to the community's resilience against climate change.
All right.
The financial implication for buyers and investors. Climate risks are reshaping the financial landscape of real estate.
That's right.
In high-risk areas such as Florida, Louisiana, and California, raising insurance premium and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events are making properties less affordable and more challenging to insure. A report by First Street Foundation indicates that climate-driven foreclosures have led to $5.36 billion in annual bank credit losses by 2035 during severe weather years, representing nearly 30% of all foreclosed losses.
Oh no!
Moreover, the insurance market is under significant strain. Between 2020 and 2024, homeowners' insurance premium rose by 50% nationwide, with policy cancellation doubling. In some cases, residents face premiums that approach or exceed their monthly income, making homeownership increasingly unattainable in high-risk areas.
Oh
no! Strategy for climate-proofing your investment. To safeguard real estate investment against climate risk, consider these following strategies. First, conduct comprehensive climate risk assessment. Before purchasing, evaluate the property's vulnerability to climate-related events such as flooding, wildfires, or hurricane. Utilize tools like First Street Foundation Risk Factor to assess property-specific risk. Second, invest in resilient infrastructure. Property with features like elevated structure, fire-resistant material, and sustainable energy source are better equipped to withstand climate impact.
That's right.
Incorporating energy-efficient upgrades can also reduce operating costs and enhance property value. Third, stay informed on regulatory changes. Stay informed of local and federal regulations related to climate resilience, as these can affect property value and insurance requirement. The Law Society advises homebuyers to commission specialized climate change survey to understand potential risk and liabilities. And lastly, diversify your portfolio. Consider investing in areas less prone to climate risk to balance potential losses in high-risk regions. Diversification can mitigate the impact of localized climate events on your overall investment portfolio. The role of technology and data to mitigate risk. Advancement in technology are providing tools to better assess and manage climate risk in real estate. Utilizing data analytics and predictive modeling can help investors make informed decisions and identify properties with lower risk profiles. Platforms like ClimateX offer asset-specific data to assess valuation, risk, and adaptation strategies for property resilience. Furthermore, integrating climate risk data into financial models is becoming increasingly important. Financial institutions and regulators are urged to incorporate climate risk data into credit and risk management models to better understand and mitigate potential losses.
Nice.
So, what's the bottom line? Navigating the real estate market today requires more than just browsing listings or comparing home prices. It demands strategy, foresight, and a deep understanding of emerging risk, especially climate-related ones. This is where an experienced local real estate agent like myself becomes indispensable. In areas like Las Vegas and Henderson, where unique environmental challenges like extreme heat, prolonged drought, and water scarcity are becoming more common. A qualified real estate professional can help buyers make informed, future-proof decisions. A great agent like myself doesn't just show you homes. They evaluate factors like flood and fire zone risk, water efficiency, and sustainability features. Resale value bases on climate resilience, proximity to resilience infrastructure and amenities, incentives for green upgrades, or sustainable construction. I also stay updated on local regulations, utility concerns, zoning changes, and environmental planning, which can all affect your long-term satisfaction and investment value. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or an investor looking to secure asset in Southern Nevada, working with a realtor who knows the local terrain, both literally and economically, can be the difference between a smart buy and a costly mistake. Thanks for tuning in. Discover more about Las Vegas and Henderson with our free relocation guide. For additional details or a free consultation, visit my website or social media. Find all the links in this podcast description. Also, I love hearing from our listeners. If you have any questions, comments, topic suggestions, or real estate stories to share, please reach out to us. You can follow me on my social media pages. Just search for Long's Real Estate, local realtor in Las Vegas and Henderson, Nevada. I will also save the links in the description of this video. Until then, remember, in Las Vegas and Henderson, the odds are always in your favor when you have the right real estate agent by your side. Thanks for joining us today. See you next week.